Tyson's condition to make up to $245 million fighting with Jake Paul? Uncle Mike, I think we can make more than $245 million, brother. Biggest fight.
Yeah, the biggest ever.
Ever. It's on pace to be the biggest fight ever.
Yes, and we're involved.
We're involved, right?
We're involved. All those big shots, all the biggest athletes in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the acclaimed content creator, the popular media sensation, and the undefeated boxer known as the Problem Child.
Shove it back down, he's got Paul! And that is it! Jake Paul with a first-round destruction.
Stepping to the...
The Problem Child, Jake Paul!
Defending now against a young lion that want that position, want that respect, want that crown, want to be king of the jungle.
Is the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight bad for boxing?
It's a lose-lose. You don't win this fight. Mike is gonna hit you, and if he connects, you're asleep. Your career's done.
Imagine a boxing fight taking place on July 20th. In one corner, we have Mike Tyson, a legend whose ferocious fists cemented his place in boxing history. On the other side, we have Jake Paul, a social media star turned boxer, challenging this icon with youthful audacity. But the intrigue really lies in the potential for a colossal upset. Can a blogger knock out Iron Mike? Well, many people scoff at that. And we are certain that a victory for Paul would tarnish Tyson's legacy.
Dangerous for Tyson. It will not be dangerous for Tyson because, Tyson's been up in the ring with, monsters. He has a chin. I'm sure he can go 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, I'm just concerned about, Tyson's legacy.
How can a young Paul defeat a legend? Yet Paul appears unfazed by these concerns. Neither Nate Diaz nor any other legends that he has vanquished displayed any trepidation. But that is the appeal of this fight. It's really a David versus Goliath, big money versus the old guard. A clash of eras that is poised to change the landscape of boxing once and for all. Tyson will be 58 years old and is being offered a salary that has not yet been offered to anyone in the history of boxing. So this is a chance to secure not only a more financial future in one explosive fight, but also for his grandchildren for several generations to come. Now Tyson realizes that this may be his last dance, so he's going all in. Now commercially, it's a gold mine. As you may know, cross-platform fights between media personalities have proven successful, like the Mayweather vs. McGregor bout that racked up 4.3 million pay-per-view buys. Paul himself is a burgeoning pay-per-view star, generating significant viewership compared to established boxers. Think Muhammad Ali's exhibition against wrestler Antonio Inoki, which garnered a staggering 1.4 billion viewers. This fight has the potential for similar global interest, potentially eclipsing the viewership of even boxing royalty like Canelo Alvarez. In 2020, if you recall, Tyson had an exhibition fight with Roy Jones Jr., and the veterans bout amassed 1.6 million paid views, exclusively from a boxing audience. Now, consider the potential viewership figures that Tyson and Paul, given the disparity in their fan bases, could get.
Jake Paul has gotten a lot better with his boxing over the days, but Mike Tyson, even at 57, 58, however old he is, he's still Mike Tyson. When I boxed him in 21, he still punched like Mike Tyson. If he hits anybody square on the chin, it's going to be problematic. I don't care who it is.
You got to make it for it, I'm going to be jamming. So if I be jamming, you're going to try to get in there right.
Now this fight signifies a power shift in the world of sports broadcasting. The streaming giant Netflix, boasting millions of subscribers, will showcase the event live, potentially bundling the cost of the fight with the monthly subscription. This move further broadens the audience, turning the fight into a pop culture phenomenon. But critics argue this is a mockery of the sport. Tyson, who is well past his prime, could face some serious health risks in the ring, and a win for Paul would be a hollow victory. achieved against a faded legend. The fight, they argue, cheapens the legacy of boxing, and really prioritizes the spectacle over the fight.
Just a quick message to the people who are complaining about the rules of me versus Mike Tyson. Some TikToker made a video making up all these fake rules, me and Logan tag teaming him, us wearing headgear, all of this bullshit. If you believe that, you're a fucking idiot and you shouldn't be allowed to vote. You shouldn't be allowed to drive on the streets and endanger other people. I feel bad for any dumbass who believed that, and I would never let my fans down in a fight like this and wearing headgear. Come on now, people.
Tyson Ranch, about to meet the legend. I'm a little nervous, you know. I've watched Mike growing up. I've gotten 10 times better. I'm excited to put on a show and really prove to the world that I'm not just like this YouTube celebrity, that I'm a real pro boxer. He was on Idol growing up, so it's gonna be an awesome night.
Now, let's face it, love it or hate it, the Tyson versus Paul fight is a fascinating anomaly. This is a fight designed to make hundreds of millions of dollars, but the nostalgia factor of Tyson's return, coupled with Paul's massive social media following, is a recipe for a viewership windfall.
You think you're blowing out Mayweather and McGregor?
It'll be more viewed, 1,000.
Now, of course, Tyson can lose. Jake Paul has emerged victorious against MMA veterans who are 10 to 20 years younger than Tyson. Therefore, many are speculating whether Tyson, often seen in public with a wheelchair or even a cane, can overpower someone like Paul. Hence, high-class boxing or a Tyson knockout should not really be anticipated. Now, yes, the Tyson-Paul fight may seem somber for the sport and the quality of the bout might be lacking. Indeed, Mike Tyson is no longer the same, while Jake Paul is only gaining momentum. Now, it is highly improbable that we will witness a knockout, or else Tyson wouldn't have returned from retirement. Yet, undoubtedly, this matchup stands as one of the most lucrative fights, promising to rake in hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, while there is no denying the risk that Jake Paul is taking, a win against a boxing legend will undoubtedly catapult him to superstardom, but it will come with a side of hate. Paul, however, seems unfazed by this. As we already said, Nate Diaz nor any other MMA legend that he vanquished displayed any trepidation. So the fight's format and official status are still shrouded in mystery. While most of Paul's previous fights were 8 rounds, some like the one against Nate Diaz went the full 10. There were no mere exhibitions, they were official bouts adding to his professional record. Whispers are suggesting the Tyson fight could be the same, with the final decision resting with the Texas Athletic Commission. But one thing is for sure, there will not be any protective headgear. Even if the fight leans towards an exhibition, with details under wraps to maintain the hype, the fight's distance remains a critical factor. Tyson's 8 rounds against Jones Jr. were shorter, 2-minute rounds instead of the usual 3. And the fighters wore heavier 12-ounce gloves, dampening the impact. While Jones Jr. was undeniably a legend, his physical condition limited his ability to push the pace. Paul, on the other hand, will pose a different challenge. The question remains, can a 58-year-old Tyson keep up with a younger, energetic opponent? The upcoming fight is a unique blend of risk and reward for both fighters, as Paul faces the potential for immense glory alongside a lot of intense scrutiny, while Tyson's legacy hangs in the balance. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is for sure, the fight will be a spectacle that will spark debates and discussions long after the final bell rings.
Canelo, scared. Nate or Nick Diaz, whichever one wants it. Kamaru, Disney Channel, Usman. Timmy Fury, Conor McGregor.
That is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.